Today's workout, our Focus 15, is called Knees Please. So if you have bad knees or you've had knee problems, this is designed for you. Remember, when we have knee problems, make sure you've been cleared by your doctor before you start any exercise program. But if you've been cleared, it's really important that we try to strengthen supporting muscle groups around our knees to give them some support. And also we want to improve flexibility. And sometimes by moving, it can help us reduce inflammation, even though sometimes it contributes to it. Everybody's a little bit different. But consistent movement, particularly flexibility, can be very, very helpful in supporting those muscles that support our knees. It's got to happen. So we're going to start out in a high lunge pose. So in a high lunge, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to take my back foot. I'm going to take it, got my heel lifted. So got it up, and I've got my arms up over my heart, and I'm going to stay, and I'm going to lean into that front knee just for a nice stretch, supported by that back leg, and stay, 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 stay. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to change legs, all right? And I'm going to stay, 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 and I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to go to chair pose. So we're going to have a little flow here. Remember chair pose, I've got my feet not past my hips. I'm going to sit down, let my tailbone drop back like I'm sitting in a chair. Arms over the head, reaching from the fingertips to the tailbone, and stay, 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 stay. Standing up, take a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to repeat all that again. Stepping forward, high lunge, stretching into that front leg, supported with the back leg. Arms over the head and heart. That kind of ups our ante just a little bit. I'm back up, make sure I stay on your screen. And up, and stay, 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 and lift. Take a couple of breaths. Make sure you're not holding your breath for any reason. That won't help anything, okay? Back foot back into that front leg. And one leg may be better than the other. That's okay. You adjust however you need to. And stay, 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 and up. Turning to the side. I'm going to turn to the side. You don't have to. Sitting back and stay, 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 stay. Stand up. Take a couple of breaths. Anytime I fold myself in half, like for chair pose or forward fold, sometimes I lose my breath just a little bit. Take a couple of deep breaths. Get that all straightened out. Last set. Forward. Arms up. And stay, 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 stay. Make sure your shoulders are not up here, that they're down in their natural sockets. Up, switch, arms over the head, get in a stable position. Up, and stay, 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 stay. If you're struggling with this, make it smaller. Make it smaller. I just want to lean into that front leg to get that stretch, okay? And chair pose. Tailbone drops back like I'm sitting in a chair. Stretching from fingertips to tailbone. Stay, 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 and release. Whew, how'd you do? I bet you did great. Now, the rest of our work for our knees, we are going to do on the ground, okay? So remember, we never want to lose the skill to get on and off the floor. Just take your time, sit down however you want, whatever feels good to you. And you notice I'm not sitting on a mat, okay? You don't have to have a mat. I do have a strap handy, and you can use a necktie or a belt, a piece of rope, a towel, anything, because you may need it for one of our stretches. So I have it handy because I sometimes look for excuses to stop. So it's like, oh, I don't have anything to stretch with, I'm going to quit. So I start out with it kind of handy, okay? So we're going to start this out in locust pose. Okay, actually, let's go to bridge pose first. So disregard that. We'll go to locust in just a second. So on bridge pose, you've done this one with me before. This is one of the ones where we're actually trying to strengthen these muscles. And we're also going to get a stretch in our knees, okay? So I'm going to lift up off the floor and stay, 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 and down. I'm going to pull my knees to my chest. A little rock and roll here, giving my back a nice little stretch, okay? We're going to do that again. Ready? Lift up onto those shoulder blades and stay, 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 and down. Knees to the chest. Pushing that back along the floor to the best of your ability. Once again, feet in, lifting up, and stay, 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 and down, and knees to the chest, and rock and roll, and rock yourself up. And how'd you do? I bet you did great, okay? Now, locust pose is a little bit harder, okay? So we're going to talk about this. And on locust pose, you're going to lay on your tummy. I'm going to turn sideways, okay? So you're going to lay on your tummy, and you're going to lift up off of the floor with the hands behind the back, and then come down. And then we'll push back into child's pose and take a nice little stretch right here. And this gives my knees a stretch too. And back down and do it again. So a couple of things that you want to think about, okay? You don't have to lift up very much. What we're trying to do is strengthen. So lots of times we think about our knees, it's like, oh, the front. Well, there's also the back and all of the muscle in the back of our legs that helps support our knees. So locust pose way helps across the board with strengthening. So when I do my locust pose, if I'm kind of starting out, I might just barely lift up and then come back down. So you listen to your body and what you need to do, because whatever you need to do is perfect. I'm just here to guide you through some stuff. You customize it for how you need it, okay? So locust pose. Now remember when we do cobra pose, we push against the floor. On this one, we're pressing up, and you can lift those feet up and stay, 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 and down. Pressing back. Big stretch. I got my fingertips way out in front. And forward. And down. Now, if this is irritating in any way, put a towel, mat, whatever you need underneath your body. Lifting up and stay, 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 and down. And press. And release. Last one. Lay down. Lifting up and stay, 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 and down. Pressing back. And release. And relax. So that was definitely for strength. Our next thing that we're going to do is reclining hand to big toe pose. Okay, so I'm going to check our time, make sure that we're staying on schedule here as I move a little closer. Yes, I can't see that from where I am back here. So this one I haven't done with you. So big toe, anytime we grab our big toe, all right, we stimulating these parts of our feet, and you've done footwork with me before, always a really good idea for circulation. But what this looks like is I'm going to lay down. I'm going to grab my toe. Now, if I can get this straight, that's great. But if I can't, I can bend it. I also have the option, hello, where's my strap? Here it is. I also have the option, I'm going to loop that around the top of my foot and just using my strap right here. So here's the deal. Flexibility can help us to avoid injury. When we are injured, we sacrifice flexibility oftentimes. So we want to work on that. So this is called reclining hand to big toe pose, okay? So I've given you a couple of options here. You're going to lay back, reclining, that's a plus. Same arm as leg. I'm going to grab my big toe, I've got my thumb to the back of it. I'm going to stretch that leg and stay, 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 and bend. Now I'm going to stay on the same leg, okay? We're going to do it again. Every time, find something new. Go like a centimeter further. Stay, 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 and down. One more. Up and stay, 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 and release. Now, one thing you want to be careful of is we're trying to get a hamstring stretch. So when you're doing this, you don't want to fly out to the side. Even though you're not going to hurt anything, we're basically stretching over the top in front of our body, okay, to make the most of this all the way down the back of our leg, okay? Big stretch and release. Take a big stretch. That's a good part about laying on the floor. Okay, other foot. So like I said, grab a hold of your foot however you want. You can just hold the big toe or you can hold your entire foot and stretch, or use your strap and stay, 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 and release. And again, up and stay, 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 and release. And again, and stay, 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 and release. And relax. All right? So that's to stretch. All right? So that one was in front of us. Now we're going to go to the side. Okay? Not quite as intense, but I like to have a little more warm up before I do that. So now we're going to pick up that foot. We're going to take it to the front, and we're going to let it open to the side. This is going to be a little inner thigh stretch. Okay? And stay, 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 and down. So I'm holding on to my big toes. You could also use your strap for this. We talk about this. I can go here to the front and then open that leg to the side. Inner thigh too. And stay, 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 and down. Last one, lifting up. Now you open. So we have two different stretches on this. Stay, 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 and relax. Okay? Now, we're going to put our feet together. We're going to open our knees, let our hands fall over our head, and relax. This is our kind of stretch for the stretch. Breathe, opening the hips, relaxing the inner thighs. Good. All right, let's go to the other side. And one side may be better than the other. That's okay. Go in front of your body and open to the side. And stay, 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 and bend. Remember, you can use a strap. So what I'm doing is, instead of just flailing out to the side, I'm coming up in front of my body, then I'm rotating in that hip socket to the side. And stay, 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 and down. Last one. Up and open and stay, 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 and in, and relax. How'd you do? Let's do that stretch one more time with our feet together, hands over the head, relax, relax. And release and relax. So once again, what we talked about was, if you have knee injuries, you want to work on strength and flexibility. Those two things have to happen together. That's kind of the name of our whole game of working out, okay? This is our last one. This is a reclining spinal twist. So you've done this twist you've done something similar with me before, where we take both legs to the side and then we look back to the other side. This one, we're going to cross one leg over, okay? So you're going to cross one leg over, and you can cross them tight or you can cross them loose, okay? Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to take those legs over. So what I'm going to do is, my foot that's up right here, away from the knee, there's my stretch, and I'm going to look back to that other side, big stretch, and you can put your arms here, that's fine. The head goes opposite of the knees. And up, and we're going to switch. Okay, let this foot come over. Head goes away from the knee, big stretch. And back up. Now we're going to stand on the ceiling, do a little sciatica work while we're here. Why not? Big stretch. Nice. And this is called, once again, reclining spinal twist. Cross one leg over, roll away from that bent knee, look away from the knee, and relax. And up. Let's switch legs. And listen, if you want to use your hands on this, like if this doesn't feel stable, put your hands down here, take your time, line yourself up, then open those arms, look away from the knee. And back up, stand on the ceiling, head stays down, give yourself a little pull. Nice. Last one, okay? Cross one leg over the other. Both knees are bent, okay? away from the knee, head goes away from the twist. Right, sometimes we don't realize that when something hurts, we don't move it. And then we don't move the stuff around it, then we get in trouble. Okay, crossing, both knees bend, let that foot roll down towards the ground, look away from the twist. And back up, stand on the ceiling, give yourself a good stretch right here. That feels amazing. And lift up. Very good, guys. And I'm going to stand up. You can join me or not join me. You did great. That is going to conclude our workout today for knees, please. And you did awesome. Thank you so much. And I hope this is helpful for you. Remember, if you like what you see, please like us. Please subscribe. If you're on YouTube, please ring the bell so that you can see whenever we have new material drop. Share us with somebody you love. Thanks.